all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is another episode of the BRP. Quick disclaimer, we are not live tonight. I apologize, but with scheduling conflicts with the guest and just personal stuff with myself, we are not able to be here live on Tuesday. But still trying to be out there for you guys. I really think you're going to get involved with this guest here, but it is what it is. So the guest coming up here, good friend of mine. He's an artist, St. Louis native, just a good round guy. So let's give it up for what's going on, dude?
What's up? What you got to say for yourself?
Well, I gotta say to myself, I missed our scheduled mic check, and it is what it is.
Well, I miss that too, but you know, it is what it is. What you drinking?
What am I drinking?
Yeah,
peach, Crown, and Sprite.
Sprite. So you watered it down.
Mm-hmm.
I know. You got to stay a little awake for the cast and all.
But listen, man, it goes really smooth. It goes down so smooth. Smooth. Like a baby's bottom.
I don't know if I want to be drinking off a baby's bottom.
Mr. Bedlam.
Yes, sir.
How did it all start for you, man?
Well, the best part of me ran down. No, I better not go there. Let's see. I had a mother and a father, and
why, one night
they decided to get drunk and copulate. And behold, poof, there I am.
Oh, such a sad story.
Yeah, no. You're talking about, I know where you're going with this. Like everybody asks, how did writing start with you, right? Is that it?
No, where did it all begin, man? Where'd you come from? How'd you start out?
Dude, I've been St. Louis born, native ever since I was a wee lad.
Me hot to the grasshopper.
Yeah, you got it. Moved out of, let's see, born in 74, and then just been living it. That's it. Grew up around bikes. Grew up around the bike scene. Yes, just grew up around it constantly, and then eventually just moved over to the Illinois. Well, just across the river as we were growing up, because me and my other siblings had problems with other kids.
You didn't play well with others?
We did not get along well with others, no. So, my parents decided to move us out of the South St. Louis area at that time. But ended up moving over here to the Illinois side, just east of the river, and hey, look at that. Yeah.
Well, that was supposed to be for later. I didn't think it was going to pop up, but
no, everything's going to pop up. This is StreamYard. Anyway. So let's just say, been in the bike scene for a long time, dirt bikes, everything, just like everybody else. And as far as the artistic side, let's say I had to get out of my head as a youngster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And my dad was an artist, and I actually took up the pencil from it due to him, and it actually really got things out of my head, because I had a problem with not so actual socializing, but let's just say it just things kept dwelling in my head too much. And if I didn't put it out on paper, whether either through artwork or something of that nature, then I would actually act out. So
is that where, can you say kind of that's where the whole Wild Bill character kind of came out?
Yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah, because let's just start from the beginning. If we're going to talk the YouTube thing, I didn't know where to go, didn't know what to do, what I wanted to throw up. And when it came to, and then of course, when we were on the, I don't know if I could say his channel.
What?
Insanes.
You're good, dude.
Okay. Well, when we were on Insane Throttle with the other guys, and everybody said we needed to have our own personal channels too. I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted to do it. Let's just put it that way. And I did it, got started with it, had a little bit of fun with it. And then the actual first channel I had, let's just say it got booted off of YouTube. Let's just leave it at that. And then I had to restart. But when I did come up with the idea for Crazy Bill, I didn't know how. I knew I had my own road name already. I already had my road name already. So I was like, okay, well, I have to tie it in with that somehow. So we just went with that. I just went with that. And then I figured, well, why not make it sanatorium, asylum, crazy house type situation?
Right.
Because then I got to thinking, another relation to it too is that every biker's a nut, if you think about it. Because what other person would strap a full tank of fuel between their damn legs over a hot ass engine and decide to ride it?
Right.
So we're all nutcases in one way or another.
Oh, you have to be.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, you're riding down two wheels, a damn thing can blow up on you any minute. So
they're kind of pulling the wheel back here before the YouTube and stuff and kind of getting into the upbringing and whatnot. So growing up in St. Louis area, which I think is kind of a hard but yet flourishing for that time period, it was flourishing for the biker culture and whatnot. So how do you put that in with the bring up? Was it, family directly, or was it an outside thing to get you involved with the idea of the culture? Or
it was basically, I ain't gonna say fully instilled in us, because like the rest of my siblings didn't really take to riding. Okay. I mean, they will ride, they can, but they just don't. And I have a few cousins that do, but as far as the upbringing, I mean, it wasn't like fully pushed on us, but you've seen it constantly. And then, like, my father, he had, I still have his vest, and I used to see it every day, hanging up, even after he quit riding. So, and my uncles, we still visited them on holidays and everything. So, but quite a few of them rode, and that's how it just stuck, And it was like when I was younger, it was like, I want one of those, that was it.
were you able to like go out with your so your dad rode?
My dad had, as far as I know, the story goes is that he had an Indian and two Harleys at one time, and then as we became about, after he ended up having to sell them off and then he ended up getting a old Dodge 77 or 76 Dodge conversion van, shagged out, all that, the old style ones where they decked them out and everything.
Yep.
Because when you're dropping kids, you ain't gonna be riding on no bike, At that time, I think that was like late 70s, early going into the 80s. I remember him getting that van because I was born in 74, of course, and I had another brother that was born in 76. Then my sister was 82. And then I had one more brother, but that was in 90. I'm sorry, 86 or 85. So, yeah.
All right. So handful of kids, shaggin' wagon. When can you say like your dad got back into it to where you
He never
were?
did.
Oh, he never did. Not one bit.
No, he never did because he blew out his knees. He got into a major. Okay. He never did. And this is another aspect of why he didn't, because before he blew out a knee on a bike, he got into a major accident is what it is. And I got the same scar, but my accident wasn't as tremendous as it was on him, because you're talking about a 7'2" guy weighing 300 pounds. And when he blew out that knee, his left leg, it screwed up, screwed him up for the rest of his life, So, I mean, didn't get really bad until later on after he was like 60 years old.
Okay.
I mean, to where he had to get his both knees fully replaced. But yeah, he ended up hitting somebody pulled out in front of him over on downtown St. Louis when he was cutting from Illinois and coming back, just making just a quick U-turn across a bridge. And he got hit, or somebody tapped him. He hit the rear of a car, and then he went over the car. The bike went over the car, over him, and as he slid underneath the trailer.
Damn.
And then the bike smacked right in the back of a truck trailer. Yeah. So that kind of ruined all of his chances of riding after that. So,
well, that's.
But it kind of sucked for him, because I kind of watched him, as somebody who used to ride. It just he liked bikes and everything, but I don't know if it was like the fear factor or the fact that he didn't really want to choose to get back on the bike, because he just never talked about it.
All right. So one of them things, I understand that situation, so we'll not,
Yeah.
But where do you feel? So that happened. You guys are growing up. You're on now the Illinois side of the St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Growing up. When did it come into fruition for you?
Oh, I made that wish. There was 3 of them. I'll actually say it when I was in my 20s, because I told myself there was 3 things I was going to get before I died. That was a bike, a boat, and a truck. I've already got 2. I just need the other one.
No, you don't need the other one. No,
I don't need a boat. No. I just want a giant boat. That's it. Just to fish.
Listen, buddy, as much as your yard floods, maybe you do need a little dinghy.
Hey, nobody else on here knows about that.
What? It happens.
Yeah, it's not the yard that floods. It's the streets and the subs.
Well, how do you expect to get to work, man? You can just use the dinghy and use the bike on the back of the dinghy.
Yeah.
Dinghy. Yeah. Come on, MacGyver. Let's go.
Really? More like a Boy Scout.
Oh, sorry. Scout Turner. But, okay, so we're getting into your 20s. Just started getting into biking. What was the first bike that you had?
First bike. Let's see, we're not talking dirt bikes.
Oh, you can talk dirt bikes.
I used to jump on friends' dirt. I didn't have my own bike until early 40s.
Oh,
early 40s, because I was always riding dirt bikes till my late 30s. Yep, okay. Because I was always either riding friends' dirt bikes or my own. And then turned around and I finally decided I was done with dirt, wanted to hit the street. I mean, because I had buddies, we did enduros illegal, riding the streets around here and shit, and then the levees and everything on this side of the river, because you can basically get away with it. Cops can't chase you. So anyway, that was long ago.
Right on.
But no, I finally broke down after, after the kids started getting older and moving out, and decided to get rid of everything else. And I was like, okay, well, hell with it. Now it's time to, get something bigger, better, something that I could actually travel on and get across, the highway like I always wanted to, or, the asphalt. And I was like, fuck it. And then I dropped a dime on a 2016 Street Bob. And then after that I only had that for 6 or 7 months.
Okay.
And yeah, that gets swiped right out of my front yard.
Oh, no kidding, dude.
Yeah, I dude, it kind of sucked too, because I'd had it, and I just got off the phone with the wife and was talking to her and said, "Yep, gonna go for a ride." Came back in. I went outside, unlocked it, came back in, grabbed a helmet, went right back out, gone.
Wow.
That guy was quick, and I was pissed.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. So literally, I mean, they didn't even bother starting it. I thought it was some of the guys that I rode with, or a neighbor or something fucking with me at the time. Sorry for the language. Anyway, but yeah, I thought it was something of that nature, a practical joke. And I'm sitting there on the phone calling all these guys. What? Your bike's gone? Yeah, my bike's fucking gone. And I'm even looking in my backyard, because it would easily fit through the side of the house and into the backyard. Nope, it's gone, literally. So yeah, that disappeared. So then I ended up getting, I think it was like a couple months later, after the insurance issues and all that. You know how that goes. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting the 2009 Deluxe right after that. And Softail. Love that damn bike. The pinstriping, the black. I think I just posted a short on my YouTube on that one. But I love that damn bike. Just because of what it was, how it looked, all the chrome on. I mean, most guys don't like chrome, and now, since they've been doing all this black, but me, I just prefer chrome. I love chrome.
Well, but that second bike just kind of like you said, with the chrome and the pinstriping, and that, did it really like kind of spell that Americana feeling to you?
Dude, it was a standout bike. That's what it was, because it already had all the best. It already had everything it needed. It didn't need anything more, and when I got it, and I was like, that's it right there, and I put miles on that bike until, it decided it did not want any more miles on it. Let's just put it that way.
So how was the now, it was a short time on the Street Bob.
Yeah.
How was the transition from the Street Bob to that?
Okay. Well, the Street Bob it had the ape hangers on it, and everything. The Deluxe, it did not have that. And I was not liking that, because I was already so used to having my arms up in the air. But
you're a tall guy to begin with.
Yeah. I'm 6'2", so yeah. But no, as far as the transition, I will say there was a little bit more engine on the Street Bob at that, because it was 2016. So
2016, so that'd be what, 103?
It was 103.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Softail I had was a 96.
Okay, so you're going V twin then, or was that was that V twin, or was that the?
No, that was V twin. I believe
So. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Don't hate us in the comment section. Relax. Sorry, we don't have to
go there. I'm drinking, dude. Don't fuck with me. So anyway,
yeah, continue on, man.
Yeah, so No, the transition from being big guy, it was easy transition. That's like, well, let's say, like I said, when I lost that one, due to my accident in 2018, yeah, that put a killing on my heart, as far as losing the bike, because I didn't want it. Man, yeah, because I had my son-in-law, he rides too. And yeah, I had him out there, dude. I was laid up. I couldn't do nothing. I could barely move or anything of that nature because of the way my accident was. But I had him out there taking pictures of everything. I had another buddy that he actually rode my bike home from the accident, which I'm surprised it even made it because it was leaking shit all over the place. But yeah, it was, there was enough damage there. It was just piddly damage, just cosmetic.
Mhm.
But, it was, the fear factor was that everybody kept saying that there was cracks in the framework and so forth at the neck. So it was, okay, either try and ride it or just get another bike. So I just went ahead and junked it and decided to go for another bike.
And this is the bike now. This is transitioning into the bike that you have now.
Yes, the 2014 Street Glide.
Well, let's pull it up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There she
look
is.
at that.
Bonnie Blue.
Well, look at you with the fancy lights there, and look at
All that stuff was already on that bike, man.
So that wasn't brand new. You just picked it up used then?
That was 2014. That's a 2014 Street Glide. Yeah, I picked that one up used too.
Okay.
I don't see the point of buying brand new.
It depends, but yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to fork out that kind of money, you go right ahead.
Oh,
I'm not.
nowadays, yes.
I
Nowadays,
mean, if
I
there's
can
bikes out
totally
there
agree
that got
with
less
you
than,
on that.
10,000 or less miles, I'm picking them up. Because I'm
So
going to
is
put
this
them.
the point? So at this point is where we're kind of making the transition into, you get this, you're doing some traveling and whatnot, you're making that, and then you came upon YouTube this way. Is that how kind of everything went
Yeah, actually, yeah. Because after I picked this one up, I started doing the YouTube thing with this bike. I mean, I was taking pictures and a little bit of video footage with the Softail, but not much, you know.
So,
But
like you
this,
said before, you kind of walked into it. So I'm assuming that how did the involvement with Insane Throttle kind of come about?
okay. Well, let's just say I was scooting around on Facebook and, Insane Throttle's page pulled up, motorcycle content, biker news stuff. And I was like, okay, hey, this is new. So I jumped on the bandwagon, and got, noticed that it was well done stuff and no complaints, and I liked it. So I was like, okay. And I just kept going with it. And then, watching it. And then I noticed that they had a Discord channel and so forth. So I got on that as well. And then once I got on the Discord channel, I started meeting, other, bikers and, biker women and so forth and everything, and got an interest and started making friends on there. And then that's when it came to let's just say that the idea of forming a round table came about for the independent riders at that time. I think I was only on there for about 2 months, 3 months, and then they wanted to get insight on, actual riders who weren't MC related or club related, or, they wanted a roundtable of that nature,
Right.
and I was like, okay, well, they came to me. I didn't go to them. So they were looking for people to do it. So I was asked, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. What the hell? I ain't got nothing else better to do. So that was done. And then let's just say that due to unfortunate circumstances, that it finally faded out. And, we tried to do our own thing, and, it didn't go too well as well. Keep trying to keep it going. So yeah, it was better off. And then not only that, we were asked to start our own channels as well. So,
Well, starting your own channel and then trying to do a show like that, I feel might have been kind of pressure on yourself because you're trying to build because then you're setting two different. Now you're working on two different platforms here. Because then
yeah,
you
it was. You're right. It was a little bit extra pressure. Well, I mean, I actually had medical stuff happen to me while I was trying to do it.
okay.
Quite a few people that that I'm friends with, you already know about it, uh, but long gone. That's all resolved. But yeah, but it was cool. It was real cool to learn a lot from Insane Throttle stuff and everybody that I was on Discord with, China and everybody. But it's and the aspect of using the video footage from there for my channel and then doing my own stuff as well kind of amped my personal YouTube channel just a tad. It didn't grow very fast. It was okay. Let's just I was doing it for fun and not for monetary purposes or money or anything of that nature.
Well, in a sense, man, everyone's got to come into this with doing it for fun. Like, I'm so I don't know, man. I don't want to get into a holy roller type
Oh,
preaching.
go ahead, say what you got to say.
No, I'm just saying it's just that I didn't come in. I'm not coming into this monetary gain stuff. I'm just taking this as a platform for the community and individuals come on here and be able to discuss themselves, different topics, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't, and if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere, man. I mean, that's the dream. I mean, that's the idea is that eventually it'll go. But really, man, I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm happy doing this right now. I think everything's set up good. Everything's getting there. I'm happy as hell. So to really kind of put that stress, I think a lot of these guys starting out put that stress in their head, like they're gonna like just and it's mass
No.
stardom and stuff, man.
You remember when my first channel failed or got pulled.
Yeah, and that was kind of a bummer because and in a sense, I understand on your point how upsetting that would be because
Oh, well, see, it was the idea of starting all over and putting all that work back into it, and then finding all that old footage that I have to try to reuse again, and then once you do reuse it, or even if you try, you're not going to get the same counts view wise and watch time wise on it that you had before.
Yeah, but in a way, I see because everyone's can find out by now. I said in the beginning we're good friends. Dude. We talk almost every day.
Yeah, we
and,
do.
I behind the scenes and stuff. And by the way, sir,
I didn't do it.
You're set up right now. You're looking pretty good. Look at that new mic. Look at that headset. Look at you. Ooh.
How's it sound? Sound good?
Oh, it sounds good, man.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Sounds better. You ain't got to hear that annoying furnace system banging in the background. If you want to talk about older content, I mean,
yeah, that was some old content.
oh, no, I think it's great. For you to have the help that you did and kind of the short mentorship that you got in the beginning of your start, and then getting on a platform like you did to go out on your own. Okay. And I know you didn't necessarily get to go out on your own right away because you went with that other group to go out on their own to do stuff. And it's a shame it didn't work. Things it is, that's life. But do you feel with having the restart of your channel now, that was a way to kind of eye open, sit back and reset for yourself to like kind of restart yourself as a creator?
Yes. Because it's a reset, yes. It's a still learning curve for everything. Okay, because I'm still asking for advice from people,
Well, I feel on that subject, not to cut you off there, I feel like on that is that you always got to constantly be growing. It don't matter how many subs, how many videos, how many things you think you've done. You're
No.
not going to know that. You need to learn. You know what I mean? If you're not learning every day, then you don't know. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you're not going to grow. But no, continue. Go ahead.
No, but no, it is exactly what you said. It's no, you're going to be learning every day. New programs, new something. You see somebody else do something on on YouTube. Oh, I got to try that, or that's just the way it is. You're always going to be wishing and wanting, wishing in one hand and shitting in the other just to get what you want, But as far as video wise, content wise, whatever, and then and the niche is so vast now, as far as so many bikers doing it, and it's hard to come up with your own ideas without somebody else getting the same idea as you, beforehand. And then, by the time you do get that idea, somebody else has just already done it. So,
Well, you're never going to be, listen, man, you're
yeah.
just going to have to be yourself and be able to do it through you.
And
Because
then, yeah, I agree. And then it's also what was it? Somebody had told me once before. I think it was you actually. Don't be scared. But it was you and maybe a couple others, but it's always put your own spin on it. Put your own spin and do your own thing. Even though the niche is so vast and everybody's doing it, just you're putting your own spin on it. So I get it, but it depends, that's like I think, I did a lot of thinking on the 11 days I was out. Well, actually 8 days, because I didn't get my full 11 days out on my last travels. But I did a lot of thinking over that time. And yeah, about cleaning up my channel and doing a little bit of different stuff, to try and better it. Let's just put it that way.
Well, let's get into that there. So you came off of a travel a couple weeks ago. You had the opportunity to have a long break and take a trip with another guy. And it was probably about, it was pretty good from what you said and what I've seen and everything, man. It was a solid ride, dude. I think you had a good time. Let's just start at the beginning. Where'd you guys left out from St. Louis?
We left out of St. Louis in September 28th. Left out, turned around. We were heading to the Stubborn American Rally. Had bound 44 South, hit Uranus, Missouri, where the 5 dirty bikers go. There you go. And yeah, we hit up that spot. And I don't know if I could tell the funny story about that older female biker, but that was funny as hell what she said.
I don't know, man. Did you literally get fudge from your
No, I did
anus?
not buy fudge from anybody's anus. But they do have a freak show there that you could pay and go see. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I'll pass. Maybe But so it says US 66 on there. So is that pretty much you guys were heading down? So Stubborn America is in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So you followed 66 on your way down to Oklahoma, or how that?
Yeah, we did a little bit of Route 66 on the way down. It wasn't too bad. I mean, what's sad is you don't see a lot of the old 66 anymore. They used to have, when I was a kid going down that way, you'd see tons of, billboards and signs. Hey, stop here, stop there, for attractions. When we were heading down, you didn't see that. We were lucky to see the Uranus spot.
And that kind of sucks because we had talked.
Literally, we had talked about going to Jesse James Wax Museum, and it's an hour away from here. Okay, we didn't even see a sign for it, and I happened to just look over, and we had already passed it.
Oh,
which really sucked, And I was like, damn, because I remember going there as a kid, and but it looked all boarded up.
Well, I remember we had talked when we had first talked about meeting up, and we were talking about doing some rallies together and stuff. And we kind of broke away from even just doing the rallies and just trying to plan rides together.
Yeah.
66 was the first one we agreed on. Like that's
Yeah.
what we were going to do.
Well,
And
I'd still love to do 66, the full 66 all the way. Well, not into California, but maybe just to the edge.
yeah, and we talked about that, and I agree with you. I don't know, maybe change a heart down the road, but who knows? But it just seems like it kind of sucks now because the 66, the nostalgia and the history of it is kind of fading.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I'm sorry to say, but and that's one thing I did learn on the way out of the K River campground when I was soloing at home. That due to the tollways up there, if you take that hot interstate and keep on the actual interstate, you're gonna miss stuff.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
given
that's
anyway.
now I have I hate tolls. Okay, if I can get around a toll, I will. And because I don't believe you should have to pay to ride.
Right.
I'm already paying in gas. I shouldn't have to pay to be on the road, you know. So I've always avoided tolls. I don't care where they're at. But yeah, on the way home, not to jump ahead so far, but I did learn that there was a lot of stuff that you will not see unless you take those back roads. And that is a lot of actual 66 memorabilia stuff that on old Route 66. Going through those small old, you know, the towns are almost empty now. I mean, you still see some traffic, but there was a lot of nostalgia there that you know, unless you didn't go that way, you wouldn't see it.
Right. And that's kind of a bummer. It's cool that you get to find themselves, and that's why I always love going off the beaten path. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and we've talked about it before because, we got future endeavors here we'll get into later. But, when you try and plan a route and it's like, yeah, do we plan just to get there and then it's just a destination? Or do we try and, legit schedule a ride? And it's like, but you going ahead on that and seeing that now, it kind of it's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, because it kind of sucks that the initial trip on 66 isn't going to be like we're going to know where everything's at. There's going to be little nostalgic signs and BS there that we can say,
See,
oh, hey,
that's
we're not going to
yeah,
miss that.
that's you actually have to look up little booklets and stuff like that just to find all those nostalgia markers now because
Right.
you're not going to see it on Google Maps or anything of that nature, you know, unless you got a map, an actual map laid out or one of those little booklets to say Route 66 attractions, you know, to where you can go punch in the, you know, directions. That's the only way you're going to get it.
Right. So let's go back. You guys were in Uranus. Sorry.
No, they not in mine.
Uranus.
Not mine.
Oh,
Okay, so we were there. We got to see the world's largest belt buckle. Woo! And
was it shiny?
no, it was not.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
That damn thing had so much rust on it, it was ridiculous. um, let's see, we're in Uranus. We walk about a bit. Oh, and I think there was a sign saying they were they had the creamiest something on Wednesdays. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was funny as hell because they made it sexual. And let's see, yeah, the jail. So yeah, they got what was it? Me and Greg McBee. That's the guy who went down with me. That's me in one cell, and they had a little temporary area where they showed the old shackles and police stuff. It was like old police handcuffs and prison shit.
So you're gonna say is you went to Uranus, got busted, and Big Bubba had fun with you in Uranus.
Actually, I had that sold to myself, thank God.
But
Greg, on the other hand, I don't know if he made out too well.
oh. So you left after Uranus and you were still heading what? That's southwest, right? Correct?
South towards Springfield,
Okay.
Missouri. So yeah, we ended up busting through Springfield. Not too much to see there. I mean, you're talking a lot of bluffs, stuff like that. You know,
Mhm.
I think going into the Ozark area, south of Springfield, and then we got down to Eureka Springs after we busted through Springfield, Missouri. Yeah, look at Eureka Springs. Yeah, everybody knows what's there.
What's there?
The cat house. Everybody wants to go to the Pied Piper cat house.
Now,
So
how was
yeah.
that, man? Because that's like a landmark now for us.
All right. Now this is me and Greg planned this trip just on a whim, basically. He was going, I was like, oh, I'd love to go, and he was go with me. Okay. Well, we gonna stay anywhere? Oh, we'll figure it out. Okay, Greg. Well, I didn't, as long as I had a tent, I didn't care. I'll pop up on the side of the highway. I don't care. Anyway, so we head down there. We get to Eureka Springs, and it's real nice. I love the town, just the way they got everything set up. They actually it's like the houses are on the bluff walls.
Yeah,
They're like right up against them, and it's just the way it's all set up. It's really nice. So if you ever get a chance to ride down there, do it. That's all I can say. Just do it.
Oh, dude, I'm down. We talked about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the following weekend that was coming up was a Corvette weekend or something of that nature when we got down there. Oh my God, these Corvettes were all over the damn place too. Besides, guys coming in for the K River campground. But for the Stubborn Rally. But it was, I'll say, getting to the cat house was really fun. We got there, had dinner, turned around, met a couple of the bar back ladies, barmaids, whatever, and told them where we were heading. And then we're sitting out on the patio area. Me and Greg we're just sitting there BSing, and Jeff, the owner, and his wife decided to come out, who is the other owner, start BSing with us. Very nice couple. Okay. I don't give it. Yeah. Very nice. And sat there and talked to them for quite a bit. I think it was getting about 8:30, and he asked us where we were staying, and we told him right here on your patio. Or I told him that, and then he goes, "What?" I went, "Yeah, we're just gonna wait for you to close, and I'm gonna camp out right here, dude." He started laughing. He goes, "Hang on." I go, "What's up?" He got one of his other got one of the other ladies that was working there to actually start calling around for us for hotel rooms.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And because he had ran out of rooms at the bar there.
Mhm.
So that was the only other option. And he got us hooked up with a hotel room that was only about a mile or 2 miles away. So that actually worked out.
So that's cool, man. The ride in, you hit up a couple places, man. The scenic's great. You roll into Eureka.
Yeah.
Get to meet the owner, hang out, get to experience that. And then the guy even hooks you up with an overnight. I mean, that's got to be awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. It was. I was a little something I wasn't used to. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, he ended up hooking us up to getting us a real good. We got a real good rate too for one night. So, and then turned around, got out of there the next morning. I think we left there about 10, something of that nature, 10 in the morning, out of the hotel, and then we headed to K River. Stubborn American Rally, there it is. And now the road from to there, that was some scenery. That's all I got to say. I mean, there was some scenery getting into Eureka Springs, going through the bluff hill, the big ass hills and mountainous areas there in the Ozarks. And that was great too, but there was some great scenery just riding down through the bluffs and the national parks and everything that was getting to Stubborn.
Hey man, I told you, man, I was researching that for you the whole way down, man. I was listening to Fast Life Garage and all them talk
Yeah.
about, because they have their camp out down there, and they were telling you, man, I mean, the ride in is just beautiful, and
Yeah.
it's technical. How technical was it, man? Because everyone says it's pretty tight and whatnot.
It's we'll see what the bike being loaded at the time getting there. I'll say that it's not too bad. There were some, corners and twists that were a little iffy, because there was one spot where it was quite a bit iffy, where they had looked like they had just re-asphalted one square section, and you could see the skid marks in that little, after everybody had went over it, because of the turn where they had the angle at. But other than that, it wasn't too bad, but being with a loaded down bike, I'd had to take things a little slower on my bike,
So
because
you
my
get in
bike's this
there.
slow.
So beautiful ride in, day and a half trip maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You roll in. It's what, Friday? You rolled in on
No, we rolled in Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday morning, because I'll tell you what, it was funny as we were getting to Route 2. I can't remember the name of the town offhand, and we see Adam Sandoval and everybody because they had the Thursday morning ride out to Chuck Cycles.
Mhm.
And as we're getting into the town where we have to get on another road, they're all coming out and heading to Chuck's, and we're seeing everybody as they're passing us. Yeah, that's Chuck's parking lot. His little area there.
Yeah,
And
I don't have the other footage there. I mean, but
well,
it's all,
the back building right there where you see the bikes in the back, that he's got his shop there, his one car garage shop, and then a memorabilia store right next to it.
okay.
Okay, but so you're actually in the shop while you're in the memorabilia store, watching him
Well,
work on his bikes.
that's cool, man.
And then he's got those little, the spool stools, tables, and then off to the right of those umbrellas, or left of those umbrellas and everything, there's a bar area in there, bar and food, like little restaurant.
Mhm.
I mean, it's all out in the open. So yeah, I love that place. That's Chuck's is an awesome guy. I first time meeting him, you figure you were best friends and you've known each other for 10 years or more, So yeah, and for some of the stuff that he does for other bikers, it's a great thing.
Well, that's great, man. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, some of these guys, they either come up in the wrong side of the community and the culture, or they just don't know, and they just
Well,
assume that everyone's going to be an asshole. No one's going to
well,
accept.
yeah, you can't assume that. I mean, hell, when I met Chuck, he was sitting there working on another guy's bike, and came up to me because I wanted to ask him about some of the stuff he was selling, and what was it? He went out to shake my hand, but before he did, he started wiping. I said, "Don't even worry about that grease, dude." I was like, "I don't care about getting dirty, just shake my damn hand, Hell, he was the one that actually drew me in for a hug too. Right after that, it was funny. He put his hand out, grease and all, and pulled me in. I was like, okay, hey, And then apparently, and the day I met him was his birthday too. I said I would have brought a present, but I didn't know it was your birthday, man. I forgot.
So, okay. So you're there, you're at Chuck's, you're rolling Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd the rest of the week go? How'd that work out? Did you meet
What
anybody?
good. I met quite a few other bikers, and it was really laid back. Let's just put it that way. It's a really laid back campground. It doesn't get like um, overwhelming like some rallies do, because I mean they label it as the Stubborn American Rally. Okay, now when bikers think biker rallies, they're thinking, oh, it's going to be huge and big bands, and no, the Stubborn American Rally is a laid back rally. It's not a hoop holler, I'm going to get my ass tattooed after I get stupid drunk situation. You see what I'm saying? Or wake up, butt ass naked outside of Johnny on the Spot or something.
But nah, man. Okay, so it's laid back. It has its
Mhm.
moments for excitement, nightlife, and whatnot.
Well, I mean, the nightlife ended around 12 o'clock. So, yeah. It's not like most places where most rallies that I've been to, they go on until about 2, 3,
Well, you get a little extra shut eye.
Well, yeah, that's all it was. That's why I say lay it back.
Okay, then. So,
I mean,
but was it great being able to get out there and kind of hook up with some other creators and whatnot?
yeah, it was nice, because I got to meet Des, Road Wind Therapy. Yeah, there she is.
There
She was
she
cool.
is.
There
What's up,
she is,
friend?
Des. Yeah. Got to meet Busted Knuckle from Busted Knuckle Motorcycles.
Yeah,
I wish I had a picture of him, but I didn't get one. Even though we hooked up at 2 rallies, figured that out.
Yeah, and that dude lives in the same state as you.
Yeah, that too. I gotta talk to him again eventually. And then there's Ryan and Jesse from Ryan from Full Throttle Hog, and then Jesse from Her Two Wheels. Yeah, I didn't really get to talk to Jesse because it seemed like she was always being crowded. But I did talk to Ryan for about a good 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Talked cinematography and art and stuff. Other than bike related stuff. And it's good to, because that's the kind of thing I'm into. I'm in the art, and I want to know other things. And he always told me, hey, if you ever wanted to BS, just hit him up. So it was pretty nice of him.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Now I don't know who the cowgirl was. Don't even ask me.
Nah, I don't know. She seems like she's down with it, yo.
Oh yeah, she was cool with it. Yeah, we yelled at her to get it in the picture, and she did.
So you left up. So you did what, 3-4 days over at K River?
We did 4 days at K River. Well, I had to beat feet out of there Sunday morning because of family emergency that took place.
That's fine.
Well, it was a choice of whether to leave early or not because I almost did. I was almost tempted to leave out Saturday morning, but I didn't. My better half told me to just come home Sunday. Well, first she told me not to, just to go on my solo camp trip, which was going to be 2 days solo camp after K River.
Okay.
Because I was going to work my way through Arkansas and then go through Tennessee back up to the southern end of Illinois to the Hog Rock event for October. But that didn't pan out. The solo camp trip didn't pan out. So I ended up going straight home, which took about 10-hour ride straight from K River back to St. Louis.
I know, dude. You were hauling, man. I remember checking in with you, dude. I was trying to check in with you as much as possible, man.
I think I had according to Google Maps, I think I made 6 stops between gas, food, and smoke break. And that was it. And I actually got home before the wife got back, got off work. So anyway, yeah, made it back home, took care of business with her, got some things situated that needed to be taken care of. And then Wednesday, bright and early Wednesday morning, I ended up heading out for Hog. So, and then went down there and did my weekend down there.
Now, Hog Rock is kind of like an annual thing for you, and it's located down outside of Cave in Rock, Illinois.
Yeah, north of Cave in Rock, Illinois.
And some people like to refer to it as good old Hog Rock.
Oh hell!
Sorry, bud. I know you'll watch this. I know. I'll get it.
Yeah, he will.
But so Hog Rock.
Well, you better discuss who's that. Who the bike? On that picture, the guy that says "good old Hog Rock."
I don't know, man. It looks like 2 rubs to me, but I don't know.
Oh no,
we can't zoom in.
Well, you can't zoom in. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Well, I don't know.
I know one of them's me. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but I don't know what the other guy is. Is he the artist formerly known as, or anything like that? I don't know. So we're gonna skip over that. So we're at Hog Rock.
He's a symbol now.
Yeah,
Prince. Bam.
So you go down to Hog Rock. It's kind of like your annual thing. They run the event 2 times a year, once in June, once in October.
Yeah.
And
then, well, that's just the Hog Rock, but see, they still have FTA, which is Full Throttle Assault, and they have that before the October Hog Rock event. And then I was told they actually have either 5 or 6 events there. And I haven't gotten the names of the other events yet that take place.
I think back in the early day, like not even early day, but like kind of like that, probably mid to early 2000s and whatnot, Hog Rock kind of grew famous because it was holding
Juggalo.
was holding the
Juggalo
gathering of the Juggalo event.
Yeah, it was.
And now event is in said Ohio, which in that state it can stay in that state for all I care. But
the Juggalo, from what I was told, they got rid of the Juggalo event there because it was costing way too much money and trouble. So, and he prefers to have bikers there because they're more respectful.
Well, in Hog Rock as a whole, it's not even so much because if you look on the web and you look up Hog Rock, it's the wildest party in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, and I just want to get this out there because I know there's a lot of talk on side chats and different platforms and whatnot. Hog Rock is what it is. It is a big party.
It is a big party, and
bikers, camping, expeditions,
RVs, golf carts. No side by sides. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just a big party.
It's one big party, and I know I didn't make it last July.
You sucked.
I'm sorry. Vehicle, you know what?
You are going in June.
I told you I'd be going in June. I keep my word. I didn't say I was going to October. So if anybody wants to come back and go, well, you didn't go to October, I wasn't going to freeze my ass.
I don't. No. I don't plan on going to October. I just plan on doing June this year or next following year.
Yeah. So going into that, we got some trips planned out this year.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, you have a little side project you're trying to finish up here, and I kind of want to bring it up because I think it's cool. Because, you don't what? Don't What do we got here?
Well, I don't know what you're gonna bring up.
Now that one didn't pop up right away. Now all the other ones popped up. Now look at that.
Yeah.
You want to explain what you got going on there, man?
The bike or the trailer?
Both. We already talked about the bike.
I like the bike. My bike is my baby, man.
Like the bike.
No, the trailer. I did that. That was put together during COVID.
Yeah, but did you?
Whenever everything was shut down, I had to have something to do at home.
Did you buy it? Did you?
No, that was built.
Well, let's get into it. What's it built?
Most of it. Try just cutting sheet metal and diamond plate. A lot of the welding I had somebody else do, but it was just a throw together job. Something simple, easy, quick. I followed the dimensions off of other stuff that I had seen that they had sold back in the day.
I don't know, man. I still think it's cool, man.
Yeah.
The fact that you came up, you did it yourself, whether you had the fabrication done yourself and whatnot, you already did all the cutting and bending and whatnot. So,
like I said, I had to have something to do during everything shut down. Yeah. And I figured, the idea behind having the trailer was since the kids had already been moved out, and it was supposed to be me and the better half's getaway. That's why I have a 2-up bike. And the idea was to, get that trailer hooked up on the back of the bike and travel. But I have yet to use that trailer.
Yeah, you'll get it. We know, dude. You got a lot,
I still need to get some large decals for the side of that thing.
Airbrush it up.
Dude, I don't airbrush.
I know someone.
I used to. I can't do it. I tried. I can't do it. I suck at airbrushing. I'll admit it. I suck. I suck at airbrushing. And you give me a big old spray can or sprayer, I can paint the hell out of a car or a plane, but I suck at that detailed airbrushing stuff.
So we're coming up on the hour mark. We're gonna start wrapping up here a bit, but with not cutting everything short, man. We still want to get out some stuff we were talking before, but so you got the trailer set up. Our beginning plans for the year, we're done. We're not doing them. We were supposed to do the spring Daytona rally. It's not happening. It's just, and it's not because of the weather or anything like that. Financial and some other things had come up on probably three, because there was another guy going with us. All three of us got stuff going on. That's just life. But I'm excited for June. We're doing Hog Rock and what?
Well, and then I am leaving Hog Rock to come to PA.
You're coming to PA
to visit Bedlam Podcast.
Good old Paintsville, Tucky. He's coming. I'm feeling, wow, he's gracing me with his presence. Nah, man, it's cool, dude. We're gonna ride down. I'm hopefully gonna ride down. I don't think I'm gonna come in until Thursday, maybe Friday morning.
Well, you already know where we're gonna be set up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come in, get to experience that with you, and then you're gonna leave with us early Sunday morning, and we're just gonna beeline up to PA.
Mm-hmm.
Come chill for a day or two, and then where are we going? Laconia, because God willing, if we wanted to go to two events, it would have to be back to back.
Damn right. And then I think you did
get a break in between.
I think you did mention something about getting a taste of Maine.
I'm thinking about it. It all depends, man, because I gotta still kind of move around my days off.
Yeah.
But if we do, we might do one day and just hang out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take you around the local area. But I think we're gonna beeline off and head up to Maine.
No,
I want to take you up.
We can fit it in. We'll fit it in. Yeah,
I think it's only like an hour or two away up there, man. I used to run up that way all the time. It's just that we ran up through, like, I want to take us up through Bennington and like up over the Hogback there in Vermont off of Route 7 and then come down in through. But honestly, if we want to just go up to Maine, we could take 7 to 212 through New Hampshire, which is a really nice twisty ride. Has a nice good look. But I want to go up to Wiscasset. I'm sorry.
Who?
sorry, Corey. Wiscasset, the way I say it, but it's Wiscasset. Sorry.
Wiscasset.
But no, through work and all that, I used to go up there a lot off the coastal Route 1, and there's this nice little deal there in the bay, dude. Like, cheapest, best, like, lobster dinner I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
And the ride up there alone, like, even if we go past Wiscasset, there's good view. It's a nice ride. So I think that if we could just make a day of that and come back down and maybe just hunker down wherever we're at down there in Laconia.
We got to get that figured out.
We have it figured out. It's just we got to wait. What, January? I think we have to wait till January. Yeah. But other than that, what do you got going on after that? Is there anything going on?
The HD birthday.
Oh, the anniversary, Davison anniversary. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make that, dude. I don't know. If I would, I might drive out, dude, because I'm not gonna be able, because I gotta watch what I'm doing, because I got other things going on in the beginning and the end of the year. So if anything, I'll just drive out and come hang out and fucking shoot some stuff. But
hell, I would. Well, I mean, you already know where we're staying at down there.
Yeah.
So, or supposedly, I'm hoping that's still working. So it's when you're staying at fellow bikers' homes that you got to worry about the rent. You know what I'm saying? Hey, am I still cool to stay on your yard?
Yeah, are you sure you made that monthly payment? Like, oh, we're winding up here.
Yep.
Mr. Bedlam, do you have anything else you'd like to get out there? What you'd like to say? Anything? Nothing? Something about the channel?
Your channel, man, it's kicking off. I love your intro, dude. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
Man, I love that intro.
Oh,
so
you're sweetie.
Yeah, I'll send you a QP doll later. Stay away from Uranus.
Yeah. Is there anything new going on with yours? Do you got anything going on? Anything?
My channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be changing up the format a little bit. If we're going to talk that way. Well, you already, I discussed this on the down low, but yeah, I want to change up the format a little bit to something in the same particular way that you're doing, getting getting down, getting the real, on other bikers. I don't want the like. I've had so many discussions, when I go to rallies and so forth, to just sit and BS with other guys, and they just talk about either old school stuff or new school stuff or whatever. Like, oh, I'll mention one. I met Evil Rick, and this guy has his own channel, YouTube channel, and met him at Hog Rock, and we sat there and almost talked for a good 2 hours, just BSing. And it turned out he used to live in the same area here. Actually, he still lives close by, but from where I live, and he's got his own YouTube channel. But yeah, we just sat here BSing, about bikes and bullshit, So, but yeah, he was a real good guy to meet, and I just like the idea of being able to put that across, YouTube, getting the real stuff, nothing fake, nothing that's unnatural. The more natural it is, the better. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing on my channel, because I don't want to make the channel just about me, because that's the way it shouldn't
I'm
be.
not. And we both agree on that. And it's not that I'm struggling with being in front of the camera, because obviously we're doing this.
Yeah. Oh,
But
you're doing fine, man.
it's just getting out there, and it's more like, dude, I'm here to show you the destination and everything, man. I'm not here to show you this and that, but we're changing up on that. I'm getting some help through some other people. You've been getting some help. And so let me ask you that, just in that 8-day, 11-day trip, getting involved with a lot of these other creators and stuff, man, has that helped you with, rediscovering your channel and kind of giving you
I
ideas?
decided that before I even got down to K River, because it was the long ride. Because I was sitting there, the long ride and seeing all the scenery and everything, and it was just going on my head. How I wasn't really thinking about doing it until I got on that ride, and I was like, yeah, I need to do something different. I need to change this up. It's not doing what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to be. I want to help the smaller guy, even though I am a small guy. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get the real stuff that you don't see. I don't want the channel to be about me and product. You know, it's I want to I want to get the guy that's wrenching on his bike, get the guy that's broke down, get the guy that's talking. Oh, he's got these damn troubles, and this is this and this going on. Shit.
Hey, man, that's why I told you. That's why I don't have a full mixing board. I didn't go with the full setup. Yes, I got the fancy mic, whatever. But, the little portable system that I have is to be able to go out and, like, even when we're riding together, dude, we want to talk about something and everything. We can just pull off, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just bullshit and, talk about life in the moment, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it should be, I mean, because that's what you're in. You're living the moment,
Yep.
know. And whether it's old memories, new memories, whatever that you're making, but just being able to sit down and talk to other bikers and just over a beer or over a damn cup of coffee, whatever, and getting the real and the real.
And
that's what I call it. It's just the real aspect of life, coming from a different, point of perspective other than my own.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, man. Yeah, it would be great to do collabs with everyone and hang out and all that. But I mean, like, really, in a sense, yeah, it's not even YouTube. Like, if I'm hitting you up and I want to get, together with you and stuff, it's like, dude, I just want to sit back and have a beer and chill with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like everyone else, man. I'm a fanboy. I'm just, fan of what you're putting out. And I hope, and rightfully in return, it's the same thing, and we can just connect on a better level.
Yeah. I get it.
So
no, it's the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. We're both, you're into, I'm into. It's what it is, But it's just you have to get that video footage though of you doing it. You have to, And I decided to take it a little bit further, even if I don't get a sit down video. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I will figure out a way to either write the story and make them an alias or something of that nature, and put it out there one way or another. That's the only thing I could think of. That way their story still carries on, whether it's an alias or not in it.
Right. Yeah, and we've discussed that before. So, all right, Bedlam, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Bedlams Biker Asylum on YouTube,
Mhm.
or you can find me on Instagram, same one, Bedlams Biker Asylum, or you can actually chat me up on my own Discord.
Ooh, your own
Yeah,
Discord.
I got my own Discord. It's
Ooh.
free. It's a free Discord,
It's free.
but it's free.
Well, all of them are free.
Well, yeah, some of them. I ain't yeah, some channels are. Anyway, let's just say you go to my banner on my YouTube page. There's a free Discord link right there. Anybody can get in it, and you can meet other like-minded, open-minded individuals, biker ladies, even a bunch from the UK.
No, that's great, man. Hey, gracious, thank you for coming on, man.
No, hey, dude, appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on, man.
All right, man. Everyone, make sure you go over, slam that subscribe and like button on Bedlam's channel. Make sure you watch his shit. It's all good. Stay tuned on his channel for stuff coming up here. We got big plans for 2023, and he's got even bigger plans here over the winter. So let's just get them rolling out. Ooh, put you on the spot.
Oh, yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, guys, this has been the latest episode on the BRP. Thanks for coming around. We're out.
All right, peace.